How could the elves pour such devotion into this nonsense?
We can always ask our hosts.
I will leave that to you.
Wow. Aneh. Mantap. Dia pop damage lagi. Nothing really matters. Anyone can see. Nothing really matters to me.
Penshra, Gilas Velathan.
I believe she would prefer that we remain close.
Just a quick look around.
Dulu. Atur. Gue pengen lihat dulu ya.
The Sentinels are holding against the Venatori.
We should hurry. Their numbers are not endless.
Vir Sumiel.
Can anyone translate?
I'll try. Can you talk like us?
Deltash.
Never mind.
Lama banget nih nyetirnya jalannya. Ah, kemana dia? Aku bengong situ. Gue harus masuk kali. Apa? Oh, udah nyampe kah? Di awal Sorrow.
Well of sorrows.
So Mithal endures.
Andraste, guide us.
I want them dead before the master arrives.
Kaltora Virethan.
I will swim it.
So close. The well knows its vessel, and those who would despoil it. Stand aside, Inquisitor.
And you are?
I'm called Calpurnia. But when I partake of the well, names will be meaningless. Leave. This is not your time.
I might have taken you seriously if you hadn't blown a path through the temple.
Any force that might have cared is dust and ashes. You serve your people. You have one last chance to save them. The Well of Sorrows overflows with knowledge, power abandoned by those the elves worshipped as gods. To walk the Fade without the anchor, that is what the Well of Sorrows will give Corypheus.
Why would Corypheus think entering the Fade will work any better than last time?
Speech without understanding. I knew you would take the well for yourself, to ransack its wisdom to try to defeat Corypheus. Come then, one last... If I fall, it will not be by your hand.
You heard his parting words, Inquisitor. The elf seeks to destroy the Well of Sorrows.
So the sanctum is despoiled at last.
Ya,
You would have destroyed the well yourself, given the chance.
To keep it from
Bajunya
your
ganti lah.
grasping fingers.
biar nggak masuk angin
Better
ya.
it be lost than bestowed upon the undeserving.
Fool. You'd let your people's legacy rot in the shadows.
Calpurnia thought the well's knowledge was powerful. It could help stop Corypheus.
I care nothing for your petty conflicts, Shemlin.
Masa
I'll
apa
care
masa?
when Corypheus arrives from
Nah,
the
emang
well.
iya.
The well clearly offers power, Inquisitor. If that power can be turned against Corypheus, can you afford not to use it?
Do you even know what you ask? As each servant of Mithal reached the end of their years, they would pass their knowledge on through this. All
Ya nggak
that we
apa-apa
were,
daripada masuk
all
angin.
that we knew, it would be lost forever.
Dijemur dulu aja bajunya ya.
It's better that knowledge remain in the well, never passed on. You'd rather destroy it?
There are other places, friend, other duties. Your people yet linger. Elven such as you? Yes, such as I. You have shown respect to Mithal, and there is a righteousness in you I cannot deny. Is that your desire? To partake of the Vira Belasan as best you can? To fight your enemy?
Ya,
Not without your permission.
One does not obtain permission. One obtains the right. The Vira Belisan may be too much for a mortal to comprehend. Brave it if you must. But know you this. You shall be bound forever to the will of Mythal.
Bound to a goddess who no longer exists, if she ever did.
Bound as we are bound. The choice is yours.
Maksudnya gimana tuh?
Is it possible this Mythal might still exist?
Anything is possible.
Elven legend states that Mythal was tricked by Fen'Harel and banished to the Beyond.
Elven legend is wrong. The Dread Wolf had nothing to do with her murder.
Murder? I said nothing of...
She was slain, if a god truly can be. Betrayed by those who destroyed this temple. Yet the Vira Belisan remains. As do we. That is something.
Could come with us. Fight Corypheus. He killed your people.
We killed ourselves. Long ago.
Malas amali nahalam abalas. His name, Abalas, means sorrow.
Oh,
I said, I hoped he finds a new name.
berarti ini sumbernya dia dong.
You'll note the intact Illuvian. I was correct on that count, at least.
Is it still a threat? Can Corypheus use it to travel the Fade?
You recall when I took you through my Illuvian, I said each required a key? The well is the key. Take its power, and Mythal's last Illuvian will be no more use to Corypheus than glass. I did not expect the well to feel so... hungry.
Let's not be reckless. I don't want anyone hurt.
I am willing to pay the price the well demands. I am also the best suited to use its knowledge in your service.
Or more likely to your own ends.
What would you know of my ends, elf?
You are a glutton drooling at the sight of a feast. You cannot be trusted.
Of those present, I alone have the training to make use of this. Let me drink, Inquisitor.
You're not concerned about the price? Bound forever to the will of Mythal?
Bound to the will of a dead god? It seems an empty warning. Perhaps a compulsion yet remains. Who can say otherwise? I do not fear it, even so.
What's to stop you from taking the knowledge and leaving?
My word. If that seems insufficient, Corypheus threatens all, even myself. He must be stopped.
And who stops you?
I, Inquisitor, seek neither immortality nor your life.
Aduh, pilih apa nih ya?
Thoughts?
She is right about only one thing. We should take the power which lies in that well.
If it is truly between you and her, then let her take the risk. Make her help us all.
It's called the Well of Sorrows. Sorrows? No one should go in the Well of Sorrows.
Bener juga
Enough
Lester.
deliberation. Give me your decision.
Ambil lah tuh.
It's yours.
Lama banget.
It is done.
I'm pleased to report we won the battle, Inquisitor. When you went through that mirror, Corypheus and his archdemon fled the field. I'm not sure why.
What he wanted was no longer within the temple.
Perhaps. He spent so long trying to get into the temple, he probably couldn't have helped his forces by that point.
Then Corypheus is finished.
If he is wise, he will hide and rebuild his strength before he attacks again.
He will not hide.
Meaning he will attack us directly at Skyhold.
Not necessarily. But neither will he remain idle.
And how could you have such insight into his plans?
The Well of Sorrows held many voices, and they speak to me now from across the ages. They hold wisdom, secrets I never dreamed possible. But even they fear what Corypheus has become.
We defeated his army, and elven magic killed him at the temple. He's not invincible.
Not invincible, but incredibly powerful and immortal. Yet, there is a way. The dragon he calls is not truly an archdemon. It is a dragon in which Corypheus has infested part of his being. He doubtless did so out of pride to emulate the gods of old. That pride can be exploited. Kill the dragon, and his ability to leap into other bodies is disrupted. He can be slain.
You're sure? If there are no bodies for him to jump to...
You assume there is a limit to the range of his power. There is not.
Then what do you propose? Killing the dragon is no simple task, if it could even be found.
There is a way to defeat the dragon, to match Corypheus in his power. The well whispers it to me now. Your help will be required, Inquisitor. Speak to me when you are ready, and we shall begin.
I'll see to Skyhold's defenses in the meantime. We'll be spread thin until the rest of our forces return from the Arbor Wilds.
Of course. Inquisitor?
To work?
Inquisitor. It comes swiftly, this moment that will be spoken of for ages. The day the Herald of Andraste challenged the Darkspawn that thought itself a god. Defeat him, and you'll be more than a holy man to the people. You'll enter legend.
I couldn't have come this far without the Inquisition at my back.
And there is the modesty people respect. People joined the Inquisition after hearing you were blessed, but they've stayed because of how you lead. I wanted to tell you that I shared their sentiments, Inquisitor, and... well, I suppose I just did.
You've always been there for us, Josephine. And for me.
It means much to hear you say that. Farewell, my lord. When you face Corypheus, may you walk in the light.
To know what it was like. The colors, the smells, the magic. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade. If you have time, Inquisitor, do tell.
Doug.
Here's how it goes. Except it's not normal.
The pen is mightier.
Oi.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Well, maybe you do. Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a deep roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Shit. Well, shit. Lo gua beli senjata lu dulu deh. Tarik. Harusnya dunia.
Almost gotcha.
So, I'm still trying to... We went to an elven room and wound up... I don't want to think about this anymore. You want to discuss something normal? Did you want to take over for Eldon? I think we might be able to conquer it. Back to...
Magnificent. Oh, suddenly it all makes sense. I now understand the nuance behind elven words. The ancient lore reveals patterns I would never have suspected.
Senang lu dapat
'Tis
knowledge of elven
exhilarating,
ya.
the rush of images, truth dangling just out of reach.
I'm pleased I could give you that at least.
And pleased I am to have the chance, believe me. None of which has anything to do with why I asked you here, of course. Earlier, I said there was a way to match the power of Corypheus, Inquisitor, and there is. We must summon Mathal.
Crazy lah.
Really? That sounds quite fun.
Fun? 'Tis an odd notion of fun you have, Inquisitor. Whatever Mythal was, goddess, myth, or ancient being, the voices of the well say a part of her power lingers on. How, or in what form, I cannot say, but that power is exactly what we need. I must go to an altar in the wilderness to perform the summoning, and you must be with me.
You don't need me for some ritual sacrifice, I hope.
The altar could have a guardian or other surprises. Thus, your company would be best. Imagine what we will learn, Inquisitor. Some would give their lives to unearth secrets such as this. The altar awaits our Everything I have done since leaving Ferelden has led me to this. Think of all we will learn. Thus, they are my focus. Corypheus clearly
Nanti lah. Oke, di mana tuh? Era Sandra sama Solas.
This is the place?
It is. Look for an altar, ancient but still standing.
Ya, I see you.
There! Do you see it? Tis all that remains of the great altar. We few who travel far call to me and I will come. Without mercy, without fear.
Cry havoc in the moonlight. Let the fire of vengeance burn. The cause is clear. A very old invocation. Perfectly translated.
Why, thank you.
Strange that there wasn't an altar like this at Mythal's temple. The temple was a place of justice, but this is different. This was where the elves called to her, spoke to her.
Then one day she disappeared, and there was no one with whom to speak. Your companions will need to go elsewhere. Not to worry, if there is shouting, they will hear it readily enough. You know who I am. From High Priest to High Priest, I am the last to drink of sorrows. Come to us, Mythal. Whatever you are, whatever remains, I invoke your name and your power.
Loh, kok bercaci?
Mother.
Lama ya dia.
Mother?
Now, isn't this a surprise?
So this is Mythal.
She is a deceiving witch!
Now, that's quite enough of that.
What have you done to me?
I have done nothing. You drank from the well of your own volition.
Then you are Mythal?
Ah.
Mythal was an elven god. You're...
Human? Not a word many have used for me in a very long time.
I do not understand. How can you be Mythal?
Once I was but a woman, crying out in the lonely darkness for justice. And she came to me, a wisp of an ancient being, and she granted me all I wanted and more. I have carried Mythal through the ages ever since, seeking the justice denied to her.
You can say anything you like. Why should we trust you?
You hear the voices of the well, girl. What do they say?
They say you speak the truth.
But what was Mythal? A legend given name and called a god? Or something more? Truth is not the end, but a beginning. A herald indeed, shouting to the heavens, harbinger of a new age. As for me, I have had many names, but you may call me Flemeth.
I know the name Flemeth. It belongs to an ancient Ferelden legend. It says, long ago, you left your husband for a lover. Your husband then tricked you, killed your lover, and imprisoned you. Then a spirit came to offer you vengeance. Mythal, that's what you spoke of.
One day someone will summarize the terrible events of your life so quickly. But yes, I was that woman. That is how my tale began.
Flemeth appears in other legends, helping heroes for reasons of her own.
I nudge history when it's required. Other times, a shove is needed.
Then you're Mythal and Morrigan's mother.
As well as a witch who prolongs her unnatural life by possessing the bodies of her daughters.
That's what you believe, is it?
I found your grimoire, and I am no fool, old woman.
Yet here you stand, bound into my service. My daughter ran from me long ago. I've let her be, until now, it seems.
So what happens now?
The voices did not lie, Morrigan. I can help you fight Corypheus. Do you understand, child?
Yes. I think I do.
Gue jadi curigation ya.
Wait!
I wish to see who drank from the Well of Sorrows. It has been a very long time. Imagine my surprise to discover it was you.
And that is all?
A soul is not forced upon the unwilling, Morrigan. You were never in danger from me.
All things considered, Inquisitor, I now wish you had drunk from the well.
Karma is a bitch.
Forced to obey your mother, huh? Ouch.
What she said is true, at least. I have the answer to your problem. I can match the Archdemon's power when the time comes. All that remains is for you to find Corypheus.
shall rise and devour them.
I read Liliana's report. Her people infiltrated the League of Assassins targeting you. The contract on your life has been destroyed. You should be safe now.
And thus we outwit the House of Repose.
It's an unpleasant business, but you're safe now.
I've no doubt that the guild was staffed by vicious men and women, Inquisitor. It's simply... Did I ever mention I used to be a bard?
You were a singer.
Bards entertain the Orlesian court. They sing, play music, make charming conversation, and spy. Many young nobles put on a mask and practice playing the game in such a fashion.
How did you go from being a wandering singer to an ambassador?
In a very sad fashion. During one particular intrigue, I encountered a bard sent to kill my patron. We fought. Or perhaps scrapped is the better word. Both of us terrified. We were at the top of a steep flight of stairs. The other bard threw a knife, and I pushed him away from me. You can imagine the result.
You were only defending yourself.
But it was such a waste, Inquisitor. When I took off his mask, I knew him. We'd attended parties together. If I'd stopped to reason, if I'd used my voice instead of scuffling like a common thug, I'll always wonder who that young man would have grown into.
You of all people should know you can't play the game without bloodshed.
Never as the first resort, Inquisitor. Never as a way that makes currency of lives. In all the commotion... forgive me, I don't believe I ever thanked you for helping me with this.
I'd do it again in a heartbeat. Such a gracious woman deserves nothing less.
Such talk. I'm quite overcome.
Should I stop?
Oh, no. I mean, yes. I meant, no, I don't... Well, if you meant to draw a blush to my cheeks, you've completely succeeded. Let's return to Skyhold before anyone notices.
Good place to pick yourself up, dust off.
Victory in the Arbor Wilds. The archdemon might have been a real threat to our army, but it flew off once we turned the tide. It is still out there, however. I wonder what Corypheus plans now.
He has nothing left to throw at us.
Do not underestimate Corypheus. He is powerful, and you have yet to fight him one-on-one. But he will come. You will get your chance.
If he tries, he'll regret it.
I believe you. Not long ago, this was impossible to imagine. You, successful against all odds, victory close at hand. The time has come to consider what will come next.
You'll be the next Divine, I assume.
That has not happened yet.
But it may.
If the Maker wills it, then yes, I will answer his call. Blessed are they who stand before the corrupt and the wicked, and do not falter. I will stand with you in the end, Inquisitor, if you will have me.
Finally a place for the horses. I forgot about the Ferelden. So it's done?
Just about. The little ones in the camps don't have much. I thought this might cheer them up. Even in the midst of war, they deserve to be children.
It's almost time. Are you ready?
You know I am. I welcome the battle and what comes after. I will end up in Warden custody. It was what Blackwall wanted, more or less.
Corypheus is our priority. Keep your attention on him.
I won't be distracted from our enemy. Redemption doesn't come easy. But perhaps killing Corypheus... You've been a true friend when I haven't deserved.
Inquisitor.
I can keep staring at this, but I won't get any closer.
Something I can help you with?
Yes. Possibly. You recall the demon at Therenfall? The one impersonating Lord Seeker Lucius? We never found the real Lord Seeker, or his body. Indeed, I've seen no hint of any Seekers amongst the Red Templars, or anywhere. I have a growing suspicion Corypheus has imprisoned them.
Finding them obviously means a lot to you.
I left the Order, but I can never abandon them. I cannot even claim that rescuing them would be beneficial. They wouldn't look kindly on the Inquisition. But even so, if there's a chance... If we can spare resources to follow up on these leads, Inquisitor, I would appreciate it.
Letters are pouring in from all corners. Congratulations, pledges of loyalty, conversions to Andraste.
All premature until we deal with Corypheus.
Sure.
Did you find what you need, Morrigan?
I can match the Darkspawn Magister's dragon. Yes. As for matching Corypheus, that is up to you, Inquisitor.
I'm eager to try.
Then all that remains is to find Corypheus before he comes to us.
We've been looking for his base since all this began, with no success.
His dragon must come and go from somewhere.
Oh, what about the deep roads? We could send word to Orzammar, hire envoys to...
It seems Corypheus is not content to wait.
He's in the Valley of Sacred Ashes?
You either close the breach once more, or it swallows the world.
But that's madness. Wouldn't it kill him as well?
Inquisitor, we have no forces to send with you.
We must wait for them to return from the Arbor Wilds.
Then I face him alone.
Sekolah kemana?
Successful in foiling my plans, but let us not forget what you are. A thief in the wrong place at the wrong time, an interloper, a gnat. We shall prove here, once and for all, which of us is worthy of godhood.
You're not proving anything by talking.
A dragon! How clever of you! It will have very...
Boom. Aduh, Regan mati. Waalaikumsalam. Au.
here! Let the skies boil! Let the world be rent asunder! Ah! I will not allow it!
Naga raja itu, naga raja.
The breach is getting bigger!
It will endanger the world. We must stop this.
Nggak apa-apa sang. GG. Ya pecah.
Solus, the orb. Corypheus is dead. That's the important thing.
Yet so much has been lost.
Inquisitor, are you alive?
Victorious, I see. What a novel result. And it seems the breach is finally closed.
Looks that way.
What do we do now?
We go back to Skyhold.
A moment, my lord. My agents have found no trace of Solus. He has simply vanished. If he does not wish to be found, there's likely nothing we can do. But I will keep looking.
Why would he just leave? Something must be wrong.
You said he was upset about the orb.
That can't be the only reason.
Now that Corypheus has been defeated, we have a moment to stop and celebrate. Afterwards, you will be busy. Every noble in southern Thedas is clamoring to meet you.
I don't see what the fuss is about. Corypheus needed to be stopped.
And you are the one who stopped him.
Aduh.
Previously, you were an upstart. Nothing more than a leader of rebels and heretics. Until Corypheus revealed himself, They could not see the single hand behind the chaos. Once he did, they knew. A Magister and a Darkspawn in one creature. The ultimate evil. Now you are the only power left standing. Enjoy the evening while you can, Inquisitor.
Detail to your quarter. Ada.
Back together? Someone has to fix things. Might as well be me.
If anyone can do it, you can. If you ever need my help, you know where to find me. I'll be ready.
So, demons, dragons, giant asshole Vint on a big magic rock. You don't let it get dull, boss. Good stuff. You helped make it possible, Bull. That's what they pay me for. The Ben Hathrath are still worried about the Inquisition's power. Happy Corypheus is dead, though. I expect they'll call me back for a more detailed report. Not many experts on demons and old magisters under the cube. I hope the Ben Hathrath appreciate the good work you've done here. It's not about appreciation under the cube. It's about doing the job, belonging. And we've got some time. Corypheus was a busy guy. I figure we've still got some cleanup work to do. But not tonight. Tonight, we get shit-faced one last time. To us, being alive, and the bad guys not. Anan.
I've been starting to think about putting all this into a book. I'm thinking, this shit is weird. The Inquisitor Trevelyan story. What do you think? It's a working title.
I'm glad you've gone back to writing.
Well, nothing certain until it's in print. I still haven't decided if I should do this book. As if anyone will believe this story if I tell it. Not to mention, I'll have my hands full with reconstruction and relief efforts in the Free Marches as soon as I get back.
Don't divide your efforts. The people of the Free Marches are more important than a story.
As it happens, I agree with you. Kirkwall is in bad shape, and a lot of other city-states were hit hard by the war. I'm not leaving for a while yet, though. We'll have to get in at least one game of Wicked Grace before I go. I can't leave until you can bluff at least a little.
I was passing through the hall this morning and a serving girl saw me and squealed. Actually squealed, dropped her laundry and everything. Such a mess. She was completely breathless. You were at the battle with the evil one, weren't you? I didn't even get a chance to answer. She hugged me. Hugged me. This is your influence.
Admit it, you're having a ball.
I don't trust camaraderie, all these people smiling, buying me drinks. It's unnatural. Mind you, I can't say I hate the notion of being the good Tevinter. I suppose you can't all be evil bastards. The blacksmith said that, and he spat when we first met. I hope my father hears. He will shit his small clothes from shock, I swear.
I appreciate everything you've done for us.
So you should. Being appreciated is a nice change of pace, though. I'm also pleased to come out of it alive. I wasn't expecting that.
You thought you'd die?
Didn't you? The hero dies in all the best stories. I've decided to stay with the...
You will?
Finally got a party, yeah? A bit of fun for saving the world.
Hey,
It's the least
very amat.
Andraste's Herald deserves for making things normal again. Except for, you know, everything ever again. I mean, is this for us or for her? Or, you know, him? Because I was there and I still don't know what's real.
In the wake of this mess, people should think whatever brings them comfort.
So, you don't know? Like everyone else? Fine. Still some things to do yet, right? Because I'm in no hurry to go back to... You mind if people still stay around? Or whatever?
This is home, if you'll have it.
Shut at you. I cry, I'm punching everyone. Alright, enough of that. Is this a party or what? Raise them for winning! Big freaking heroes, Inquisitor. All of us.
I couldn't come with you. He would have bound me, broken me, made me a monster. But he's dead now. So I'm safe.
Istirahatlah, Irman.
I'm glad to hear it.
What happens next? Where do we go?
For tonight, we remind the world and each other that we're alive.
Yes. Because... Thank you.
Ugh, I should never have hired a new caterer so late.
Leave it be, Josie. Everything's fine.
It is not! I'm so sorry, nothing's quite as it should be. Do you like the drinks? I'm not sure.
The drinks...
I hope you're not... What a disaster. It was... Do you know what everyone is talking about tonight, from commoners to kings? Us. Dedas is discussing the success of the Inquisition.
We deserve
Yes. Truly we will... To victory.
I can't believe it's over. It seemed an impossible task. Defy the Chantry, build the Inquisition from nothing, defeat a creature that would... And yet here we are, celebrating.
So he
He was so...
If he could, he would never...
And he would have gone into hiding. I have news from the sequester. I believe the Chantry intends to name me Divine very soon. If that happens, it is largely because of you. I am very grateful.
That's good news.
I think back to how we first met. And here you stand. You are the Inquisitor. A symbol of hope. Despite all my doubts.
Enjoying the refreshments? Josephine sent all the way to the capital for the petit four.
I love tiny.
I would avoid the dark ones topped with gold dust. An awful combination, but it's quite popular in Val Royeaux. Ole, to you, Inquisitor.
So much to do, my dear. Elections for Grand Enchanter must be held, and many of the circles lack... It will take, but that will wait. Are you enjoying the celebration? Josephine was in a frenzy arranging it. A moment... Go, Ming.
Waduh, bahaya kah? Minum obat, istirahat, Irman ya.
Tis said that Corypheus woke after his long slumber and found the world gone awry. He fought to bring back those days of magic and shadow, to raise himself as a god and set things right.
Udah dong.
Now, we are left with a scar in the sky to remind us
Tapi
of what
masih bisa lanjut kan, masih ada naga 4 biji.
that a great victory against chaos was won, but left the world forever changed. Consider the mighty empire of Orlais, where Empress Celine remains on her golden throne. The civil war is ended, Gaspar is defeated, but it is said Briala yet plots her return from exile. The Empress now faces a war in the shadows. Elven daggers rule the night, and spies follow her every move. Fortunately for Celine, Her gratitude towards the Inquisition has remained strong. Some claim she clings too tightly to the Alliance. Others know it is all that stands between her and defeat. The Grey Wardens of the South slowly rebuild in the months following the events at Adamz. They declare it time for the Order to emerge from the shadows, to join the rest of humanity in fighting their ancient foes. Rumors abound that they severed ties with their leaders at Weishaupt, and that a bitter war now rages between them. What becomes of Hawk is unknown, save that all news out of Weishaupt soon ends. Does the sudden silence indicate a battle within, or something far worse? 1 month after the defeat of Corypheus, the Chantry names Cassandra as successor to the Sunburst throne. Given the name Divine Victoria, she immediately enacts reform, a new Templar order, and a new circle of Magi. A proclamation of support for the Inquisition is issued, recognizing its service to all of Thedas. Despite her popularity, the new Divine's reforms are seen by some as going too far. A new sect arises, demanding a return to the status quo. Negotiations quickly break down. It is the first time the Chantry has ever declared open war against itself. Those Templars of the Inquisition who were recruited at Therenfall Redoubt are left with a choice. Some return to the Templar Order under the new Divine, but the rest elect to shed their allegiance forever. Under the watchful eye of Commander Cullen, these men and women form the core of the Inquisition's strength for years to come.
Not bad ending lah. Good ending lah.
And what of the Inquisition itself? It has eyes and ears in every hall. No secrets are beyond its reach, and that knowledge has become the source of its power. I leave Skyhold now, knowing that power will continue to grow. The Inquisitor is a symbol to many, a leader of the changing world order. To others, he has become a target. They linger in the shadows, waiting for their day to come. When it does, the Inquisition shall stand ready.
I knew you would come.
Apa?
You should not have given your orb to Corypheus, Red Wolf.
I was too weak to unlock it after my slumber.
Huh?
The failure was mine. I should pay the price. But the people, they need me. I am so sorry.
Huh?
I am sorry as well, old friend.
Si botak jahat kah? Oh my god. Ternyata si botak jahat. Tuh. Pantas dia selama ini beban ya, sengaja ingin menghancurkan kita, cu. Dia pengkhianat ternyata ya. Wah, parah nih botak nih. Dasar you botak. Iya, botak pengkhianat, cu. Ternyata, cu. Udah nggak ada si botak dari sini. Waduh. Waduh. Asem botak, botak. Gue udah kasih EP paling bagus. Madal pakol. Botak pengkhianat kampret ya.
Divine Cassandra. No matter how many times I say it, it still sounds ridiculous. Oh, I'd hate to be anybody in the Grand Cathedral once she takes over. But yeah, if you want to go out and find some trouble, I'm...
Berarti yang udah nggak ada Cassandra masih botak. Lekwa masih ada tuh. Aduh, botak. Tapi kita udah nggak punya dua itu ya. Mereka sudah out dari sini. Mana ekip bagus gua di mereka semua lagi. Ampret. Iya kan dia jadi paus sih.
Trying to adjust to her new title. In time, I'm sure she will settle in. Likely with luck and a steady supply of things to hit.
Gue masuk ke sarang monster deh. Kagak lah. Dia kan jadi paus. Kamu tahu paus gak sih? Paus itu kayak apa ya? Pemimpin agama gitu loh. Oh, udah nggak ada Solas ya. Botak dajal emang. Kita masuk ke sarang monster gak sih? Ayolah masuk sarang monster aja. Gue udah nggak punya templar lagi sekarang.
Is it me, or is Cassandra more solemn than usual?
Lady Pentagast only contemplates what awaits the next divine.
You know Cassandra hates being called Lady Pentagast.
I look forward to seeing Divine Victoria's reaction to the ceremony around her inauguration. Inquisitor?
Berarti mage gue siapa ya? Oh, Cassandra udah jadi ini tuh, udah jadi paus ya. Cassandra sama Solas sudah nggak ada nih. Anjing. Sama Vivian kali ya. Gua aja yang nebel lah. Oke.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
I was told to meet a shaper, Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
It's hardly the time for a lyrium shortage. Orzamar's mines need all the protection they...
I'd offer to go with you. Plus, I could use the sun. The lift's ready. Try.
Lowered into a hole. What an auspicious start.
We've been in worse places.
Perhaps you have, my dear.
This reminds me of a story.
Shocking.
It's about an impossibly handsome dwarf and his friend who got crowned King of the Nugs.
A Nug King? Really?
It's not as good as it sounds. Nugs mostly just shit on the floor and roll in it. Welcome to the Deep Roads.
Stupid darkspawn.
You're much more likely to hit rock.
Still their house. Message sent.
Your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the Deep Roads.
My ambassador briefed me, but now I hear there are still more quakes.
Each new tremor opens another fissure in the Deep Roads. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
There's no time to waste. Take me to the Legion.
Apologies for pushing you.
Aren't you a polite thing?
I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
Berarti electricity armornya habis nih.
roads are dangerous.
I hate the deep roads.
Here.
It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack.
Bau banget anjir.
Strike now.
Au.
It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack.
Anjir. Aduh.
Now. Now, while it's distracted. It's not focused on us. Now's the time to attack. Now, while it's distracted. You have my gratitude.
Just returning the favor.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry. I will never get used to the stench of Darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air. That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Get those charges to the tunnels! Someone prime the sonic fuses!
We can't lose this position! Hurry!
Aduh.
Set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks.
Clear out the darkspawn!
Buset. Emang harus ada TD ini. Astaga. Suwe.
We can't lose this position! Hurry!
Set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks.
Clear out the darkspawn!
Game.
Got him on their heels. Keep it up. The seal's clear. Prime the charges.
Now, set the charges!
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the 5th Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
The Legion of the Dead has the Inquisition's full support.
That's the best news I've heard since the quakes began. Actually, the only good news.
Take cover!
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
If something is causing them, the strength required would be incredible. What could do that?
Here we go.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity, but now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground. They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. We can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Yeah, let's go. Turun armor sana. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, you can clean it, right?
Stay still.
hope we don't run into an emissary.
Oh. Now we definitely will.
I take it emissaries are bad?
Most Darkspawn are mindless killing machines, connected by the Blight. But emissaries are intelligent and use magic.
Have to take their whole head to wipe the grin off their face. Which, fair enough, right?
Shrieks.
Shrieks.
It had to be shrieks.
I thought you'd be used to all kinds of darkspawn.
Which?
Everyone's got their favorites.
Dia level 22 ya dah. Ini buat air dia nih. Goblok.
This belonged to an exiled dwarf who was experimenting with raw lyrium.
This door. There's something strange about it. Looks like our construction, but...
It's missing gears.
We have to find them. It's our only way through.
This gear is warm to the touch. Strange.
I don't recognize that metal. But we should only need one more.
Yep. Sorry.
We have enough of these odd gears. Let's head back to the door. It's open. Keep any gears we find. We may need more. And if we don't, I want to study them. Whatever they're made of wasn't mine down here. The rhythm in the tremors, it echoes through the stone. This way. Another strange door. Who put these here? And why?
This one uses a different kind of gear from the others.
We don't have to open it. My stone sense leads the other way. Though I am curious to see the other side.
You always are.
That scar on your nose is new.
Yeah. Fell out of bed.
You sleep on the ground.
Surprised me too.
Revenant. Wow. Shit. Anjir.
This Grey Warden had a map. Could be important.
Oh, bisa ke bawah si Blackwall nih. Apaan? Buset. Anjir.
Kill Darkspawn like you've been doing it your whole life, Inquisitor.
He means that as a compliment.
You're famous, even down here. Is it true you killed a dragon?
I have. It was quite the battle.
I can't even imagine. Tell me about their teeth. I've heard they don't all breathe fire, and their scales have different colors and patterns.
Careful, Ren. I believe you're drooling.
Anjing nggak kena lagi. Anjir. Buset. Buset, sakit banget. Sakit. Astaga. Aduh. Woi. Aduh. Mati lagi. Untung bisa hidup.
tell who they were.
I'm sorry, Ren.
You joined the Legion knowing you're already dead. You don't fear the killing blow. We rest in the stone and pass our strength back to her. That's our reward. But the Darkspawn defiled these soldiers. They can't return to the stone. They'd only weaken her.
We'll make the Darkspawn pay for what they've done.
I've killed so many. But every time I stare into their black eyes, I know one day I won't be quick enough.
Stop it.
It's the truth, Volta. I'm going to die down here. I can only hope it won't be like this.
We'll burn the remains. Honor them with flame.
Tuh, buatnya habis lagi.
Look at that, Ren. Could this be Hedron?
Darkspawn all over it. You can see their torches.
We're getting close to something.
Aye. The fight of our lives. Keep your mouth closed when fighting Darkspawn. Their blood's poison.
Thanks for the warning.
There was this Carter boy, Vaughn, who joined the Legion around the same time I did. Fast with daggers. Could poke 50 holes in a Hurlock before the Blighter knew what happened. Daggers are messy. Vaughn swallowed some spatter. Took him 3 days to die.
We need to work on your stories, Grizzly.
Lost a good soldier in the roads once. She fell down a hole. Found her 3 days later.
He loves this story.
She spent a whole day telling us all the strange things she saw while lost. Golden longboat, floating in the air. Packs of hairless children hunting nugs. A giant skeleton on a throne.
Wasn't true.
Never found out. She woke up the next day, couldn't remember any of it.
This matches what's on the Grey Warden's map. Time to look around.
Ah. Ah. Si goblok. Cooldown bagus nih. Critical chance. Tahu. Aduh. Anjir.
Almost lost my leg to a hurlock a few years back. Left a nasty scar.
How'd you get away?
Kicked her with the other leg. Seriously, keep your guard up. They'll use your tongue as jewelry.
I'll remember that.
Aduh, MSRI lagi. Ramah trik lagi. Aduh. 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 Aduh, mati kan anjing. Aduh. 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 Anjing.
That explains the stench.
Aduh, kurang lagi. Tuh, pas gua habis lagi, anjir. Aduh, di supply case lagi. Awas, bego. Ya ampun, malah pada ke depan, dongo banget asli. Jadi penyakit aja lu pada dah. Bego. Tolol. Aduh. Yang di api kocak, elah, bego bener. Pada ngapain sih, nggak bisa banget ikutin komando ya. Anjing. Bikin pot aja anjing. Goblok banget tarik. Stupid fuck. Jadi habis kan potnya. Bitch. Goblok, jangan maju-maju gitu roh gue, astaga. Cara tolol. Mati ya udah. Capek banget pun si Sarah ya. Yang tolol, mage maju mulu kerjanya. Udahlah. Tolol emang pada, mati lu semua anjing. Dodol, speed fuck anjing. Mitra gue tuh dari sini anjing ngajarnya ya. Tolol banget pada. Udah diajarin mulu dah. Nih Bogor tuh habis lagi. Aduh ada dua lagi. Woi bantuin lah. Buset dah. Aduh ya si Sarah tolong ngapain lagi tuh. Ada penyakit. Gua udah main ini kayak si anjing ini tolong ya. Ini keplecet tuh. Aku nggak bisa diambil. Kalau mau seri juga anjir. Dong. Aduh. 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 Tinggal sendiri lagi. Emang pada tolol ya. Najis gua mah I stupid. Capek. Aduh. Karena bisa ada aja anjing. Aduh. Ini. Aduh. Buset dah. Aduh. Itu mau bisa hidup lagi. Aduh. Ya. Ini malah kemari anjing. Oke. Aduh. Aduh, mati semua ini anjing. MSC masih ada aja aku ya. Buset, ini kagak habis-habis chemistry-nya. Buset, nggak habis-habis lu, Cok. What the hell? Aduh. Bullshit. Error kali ya? Enggak, masa dia nggak habis-habis, gila kali. Aslinya bullshit ini mah. Masa iya nggak habis-habis, ancot. Beneran gak bisa habis. Adalah ini bullshit ya. Ini error masih nih. Impossible anjing kalau harus ngeladenin segitu banyak ya. Muncul lagi kayak gila lu. Apaan sih? Kabur lah. Oh kali. Lawan satu orang spider aja banyak amat. Gila sampai dibawa ke sini anjir. Gak ngapain lagi, ide banget anjing. Tolol, anak-anak tolol. Ide babi. Bodoh ah. Mau tolol aja ya. Anjing. Tai lah, nggak habis-habis kok, gila apa? Konyol banget lagi, ngapain lagi? Broken.